President Donald Trump and Russia's President Vladimir Putin didn't reach a deal over the war in Ukraine at their meeting in Alaska. As Cristian Benavides reports, President Trump says they've made some headway, but few details have been revealed about what happened during that summit.
We had a very productive meeting.
Ultimately, there was no deal following the much-anticipated meeting between President Trump and Russia's Vladimir Putin. The president said some progress was made, though the meeting ended hours earlier than initially planned.
We had an extremely productive meeting, and many points were agreed to. There are just a very few that are left. Some are not that significant. One is probably the most significant, but we have a very good chance of getting there.
In Alaska, Trump greeted Putin on the tarmac. It was the first time Putin met with a U.S. president since the beginning of Russia's 3.5-year assault on Ukraine. Putin has seized about 20% of Ukraine's territory. 400,000 Ukrainians have been killed or wounded, along with nearly 1 million Russian soldiers, underscoring how complicated any deal is. Russia continued its attacks ahead of the summit, something Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky pointed out in a video he posted Friday, in which he added, "We hope for a strong position from America." Zelensky and European leaders were not invited to Friday's meeting. President Trump spoke with them on the way back from Alaska. Zelensky said he planned to travel to Washington to meet with Trump on Monday.
Now it's really up to President Zelensky to get it done. And I would also say the European nations, they have to get involved a little bit. But it's up to President Zelensky. I think we are, and if they'd like, I'll be at that next meeting.
During joint remarks in which they took no questions, Putin complimented President Trump and said he agreed with the president's long-held assertion that the war would have never happened if Trump had been in office. Cristian Benavides, CBS News.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky will meet President Trump in Washington Monday.